get in there. Manchester United have beat Manchester City in the League Cup. We're into the next round. Really, really pleased with that. Beating Manchester City. This is Pep Guardiola's worst run as a manager now. And Jose Mourinho, the man that everyone says that never beats Pep Guardiola, has beaten him. I know that the critics are going to come out and say, well, it's an understrength team. Who gives a fuck? We've beaten them. Whatever team they put out was going to be still a strong lineup. And we beat them. That was the main thing. We just needed to get that win under our belt because this has been a difficult period for Manchester United. Been up and down. I mean, Manchester City are top of the league, so this is probably not their priority. It was much more bigger game for Manchester United and for Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho really needed to win this game tonight, and I think it was a typical Jose Mourinho type performance in a big game. We've won it only by that one Mata strike in the second half. The first half, to me, was pretty even. To be honest, I was surprised to see Zlatan start up front, really. I didn't think he would start. Was really pleased to see Michael Carrick in midfield. I've been crying out for Michael Carrick in midfield, but I thought it was very, very close first half. Neither side had many chances at all in that first half. Pretty cagey, to be honest. And I was just hoping that if Manchester United could step it up 5-10%, I was confident that we could win it. I mean, Manchester City did have a few youngsters in the team which performed very well on the night. I hate to say that, but they seem to perform very well. But obviously, it's good that Manchester City are out because they can't play any of their youngsters and give them any experience in the League Cup now. But second half, Manchester United really did up the play. The first 10-15 minutes of that second half, Paul Pogba striking the post, which was really gutting. Really wanted Paul to get that goal because he's coming under a lot of criticism, even though he still scored 3 goals this season. That would have put him on to 4 goals, which wouldn't have been a bad return for a midfielder at the start of this season. He's still only 23, we've got to remember. I know he's come with a big price tag. I know Jose Mourinho has put out a pretty strong lineup this evening, but we want to win the game. It's against our neighbours. We're in pretty bad form, but we really did need to win this game. Jose Mourinho really did need to win it because he's under immense pressure early on this season, and it is a competition that Manchester United are capable of winning. The other teams seem to be resting a lot of players. Chelsea have gone out of this competition as well. So it is a competition well in Manchester United's grasp if we can get a favourable another draw at home in the next round. And if you get that monkey off your back, Jose Mourinho, as I've said before, won this competition first time around at Chelsea, and then he never looked back. He went on and won so many more trophies at Chelsea, and hopefully this can be the catalyst for further success. Some of these players have already won the FA Cup as well last season, so it will be nice for some of these youngsters, the likes of Rashford, Martial, who didn't feature tonight. It was a shame. I think he was injured. And the likes of Jesse Lingard and Luke Shaw, who hasn't actually even won the FA Cup. It'd be nice for the youngsters to keep getting that winning mentality, and you never want to stop that when you get it going. But one matter with that strike, some people thought it was a foul by Zlatan on Otamendi, but I don't even give a fuck even if it had been a foul, which I'm not too sure it was. But the goal was given, and I'm really pleased. We went 1-0 up, and after that, it was really a typical Jose Mourinho performance. Manchester United did play a professional game and actually played it out. Towards the end of the game, it was a bit of backs to the wall stuff, but Manchester City brought on Sterling and Aguero late on to try to get a goal in this game, but they never really looked like scoring. David Gea had a lot easier game than he did at the weekend and previous games. Even against Fenerbahce, he probably had more to do because he even picked the ball out his net in that game. But overall, really pleased with this victory. Hopefully Manchester City can stay dog shit and we can march on. Hopefully it will give us the confidence going into that game against Burnley at the weekend. Burnley at home are a lot worse to play, but at Old Trafford we should be looking to get 3 points there. That should be a decent game at Old Trafford. Away from home, that would be a nightmare to go to Burnley, I would say, but it is at Old Trafford, so I'm looking forward to that one. Hopefully we can kick on from here. I've been saying that before. When we've had one result, we seem to have a decent result, like a 4-1, like we did against Leicester, 4-1 against Fenerbahce, and then we'll have a complete dog shit performance, which is up and down at the moment. But I still think that Jose Mourinho will get it right eventually. He's got it right at every other club. He's surely going to get it right. I still don't think this team is quite good enough. Yeah, he's got to find the best team to play most weeks, because even when he was at Chelsea, even in the League Cup, the FA Cup, against weaker opposition, he used to almost play a similar starting lineup most weeks with only 1 or 2 changes, which is what we need to get, some consistency players that we know are going to be playing week in, week out. He needs to find his best team. I mean, he's only been in the club a few months, so I still back the manager 100%. I mean, I backed the other two managers for a long time as well, but Jose Mourinho's got a much better track record than Louis van Gaal and David Moyes. No disrespect to them two, but he is one of the top managers in world football, and I'm sure that trophies will come to Manchester United. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game. We're through to the next round. How pleased are you? Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and come on United. Let's go on a run now of a few wins and get some points on the board in the Premier League. Talk to you all again soon.